Hey guys, Kyle here, reviewing set 71736, the Boulder Blaster. This set released January 2021, retails for €40 and comes with 4 minifigures. So, let's get into the review. So the first minifigure we have in the set is obviously to be expected. It's Legacy 2 Cole, because this is a Tournament of Elements Legacy set, so you can't expect to have this. Which, taking a look at the front, you can see it's just got some Ninjago symbols, which I believe is meant to say Master or something. You've Cole's also symbol there, which is pretty small. At the back, you've got his OG symbol from 2011, which looks pretty good. And yeah, it's just overall a pretty decent figure. And this, I believe, is the cheapest way to get him, which isn't saying much considering he comes only in 2 sets, which is kind of insane. But yeah, if we remove the half mask, we can get a better look at his face. Which, as you can see, it's just the movie face with obviously his hairpiece that was first introduced, I believe, in 2018, because this isn't his movie one. His movie hairpiece has like a man bun, so yeah, they use this hairpiece to separate or differentiate the two. And at the back, he's just got a smiley face, while at the front, he's got an angry face. The same cold face they've been using, obviously, since the movie, just with, in my opinion, a better looking hairpiece. But yeah. Let's move on to the next minifigure in this set. So the next minifigure we have in this set is Legacy 2 Lloyd, which is definitely, this is not the cheapest way to get him. I believe the Legacy Jungle Raider should still be on shelves. I did a review last year on that set if you want to go check that out. But obviously it's Lloyd, so he does come with a machete, this time a silver one, which is pretty common. Now I would take off the half mask, but for whatever reason, my particular figure in this set, like the head is stuck on. Like, you cannot take that off, which I have had a problem with that with some sets, like with the Monastery. I think it's Kai's head you can't take off, which is a bit weird and unfortunate, but yeah, as you can see, it's just the exact same Lloyd we've been getting for over the past year. At the back with his dragon symbol, and at the front with the Ninjago, which is meant to say Master, and the logo there in the corner, which I believe is also is on his Zukin suit. I don't really know. It's been a while since I watched Tournament of Elements. I don't actually own the Lloyd Zukin figure. Well, that said, let's move on to the next minifigure in the set. Which, the next minifigure we have here is Izor, which is, this is anyway the most expensive way to get his Legacy version. The cheapest way is also in the Tournament of Elements set, which is only €30. I mean, it's not much of a difference, but €10 can mean a lot sometimes when it comes to Lego. But yeah, not too much to say about him. He looks pretty good. Pretty accurate to his original figure released in 2015, which is pretty good. At the back, you can see the Anacondroid symbol, and at the front, it's just more snake symbols. Although I wish we would have gotten an Anacondroid warrior, because it doesn't seem as though Lego are printing those. They're just throwing Izor into a bunch of Tournament of Elements sets, which is a bit unfortunate. I kind of wish we'd get more of those, considering those guys, they're not really around anymore, and they're not exactly the easiest to come by, and they do look a lot better, but hey, I mean, it's better than none. Izor was somewhat difficult, I know, at the end of 2015. Also, something I just realized as well is that the yellow, like, flesh on his torso, it's kind of muted. I never realized until now. I don't think I mentioned in the Tournament of Elements set. Huh, that's kind of weird, but to be expected. But with all that said, let's move on to the last minifigure in the set. Which the last minifigure in the set is Golden Legacy Kai, whatever you want to call him, really. As you can see, he's just got the normal Legacy stand with the 10th anniversary logo there. Red studs there, obviously, because it's Kai, and it's just his Legacy suit. At least it seems to be mainly his Legacy suit, just with gold, which, I mean, it looks pretty good. Kind of reminds me of the Zane one from last year that we got in the minifigure pack. But if we remove the armor, we can get a better look at his torso, or back printing, I should say. Without which, I'm not sure what symbol this is supposed to be. If you know, let me know in the comments, I guess, because off the top of my head, I don't really know where this symbol comes from. It's definitely a Zukin outfit, maybe something from Sons of Garmron or something. Also, I did remove the 10th anniversary logo there, so you can get a better look at the leg printing, which looks pretty dope. I also really do like these golden figures. And by the end of this year, early next year, should have a review showcasing every single Golden Ninja. Mainly because I don't have the ultrasonic radar, and I also don't have Ninjago City Gardens, which I'll probably get for Christmas or something. So late 2021, early 2022 at the latest, I should have a review of every single golden minifigure you get in the 10th anniversary. Well, that said, let's move on to the builds of the set. So before we take a look at the main build of the set, let's just start with the side build, which is pretty decent compared to the original, which in the original Boulder Blaster set, I believe it was just like shrubbery you got. But here you get a full-on jail cell, which I think this might be one of my favorite side builds in a set, just like in general, like outside of Ninjago and whatnot. I just really like the design, which has a cool play feature, which if you flip this, a ladder door will flip down, and you can just simply take out your minifigure, swap it in for a different one. But if you take a look in there, it is just like plates, so you can't actually have the minifigure standing still, which I think works pretty well. But obviously sometimes though I did find that a minifigure will fall over kind of like an angle, like kind of like that, which is a bit unfortunate, and they do rattle around and there are lots. So if you are moving the set, you hear them rattle, which, I mean, yeah. But overall, I think maybe instead of Lloyd, we could have gotten Zane or Master Trent Staff, or just Master Trent in general in this. I think that would have made a lot of sense. But yeah, let's move on to the main build of the set. So obviously, the main build of the set is the Boulder Blaster, which is very big, by the way, for the display, but I really do like this. This, in my opinion, is just one of the best Cole's, vehicles out there, and I'm really glad I decided to make a legacy version of it. Which, as you can see, just like the original, it's got cannons at the front with the, I always forget what these are called. I think they're called spring fire missiles or something. Which the whole gimmick was, if you, I'm not going to do it because I lost a bunch of these the last time I did it, but what you're meant to do is you're meant to move that, fast, and then all those are meant to shoot off. Which, I mean, is pretty cool. Also, a neat little tidbit, I guess it's kind of an Easter egg, but this cockpit piece right here, this is actually used for the summer Seabound sets, which I guess that was our first teaser for Seabound all the way back in January. Also, there's a landing gear which doesn't fold, it always stays like that even if you're flying, which I think is a bit unfortunate. But speaking of flying, at the back you got an engine, pretty simple. You also have these very nice stickers, which I really like this one with Cole's symbol, the wings and whatnot. But what you do actually is you hold it here, kind of like a gun or something, I guess, which is kind of weird. But you just kind of hold it like that. Which, I mean, if you want to swoosh it around, I guess that's good for young kids who want to play with this set. Also, the side for engines, it's got pistols, which when I was building this set, I was very confused why there was pistols. I was like, what? Ninjago set? But here as well, you also have two small wings, which are okay, and they can obviously flip up and down like that, which is okay. I usually have them straight like that, because obviously it just makes it look like it's in its landing formation. Which if we flip this up, you can get a better look at the cockpit, which is just an orange plate, I think it is, I forget. And there's a shield piece there for a seat, which Cole fits in there, or any minifigure really fits in there. And you can put this down, which, oh, there goes one of the studs. Holy, that's firing up against that, because that's wood. That was loud. But yeah, let's take a look at the instructions. So taking a look at the instructions, which are in this weird shape, I expect them to be a lot longer, but they're just like square, which, alright, I guess. If we flip to the back, we should see some of the advertisements. Yep. Here we have them for the X1 Ninja Charger, the Zane's Titan Mech, cannot speak today, the Tournament of Elements, and the Boulder Blaster, which I've done a review of all these sets, by the way. If you want to go check that out, there should be a playlist with all my Ninjago videos, and I will have them all in there. Also, play features here as well, which, as you can see, that flips down to let Lloyd out and just stuff we're showing off in this video. I did forget to show off the gears, though. I believe they do make that spin. Forgot to mention that. My bad. But not too much else to say about this, other than, yeah, pretty good. Let's move on to the box and the final verdict. So taking a look at the front of the box, I do like the nice Easter egg there, which you can see Master Trent's Palace. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's just obviously the Boulder Blaster in flight on the island. You have Master Chen here, and featured in Season 4, which we've yet to get a Master Chen legacy figure and a Moro one, which they just kind of teased in this year and also last year, and they were just like, yeah, hopefully 2022, fingers crossed. we'll get them. But yeah, also at the side here we got Golden Kai. Here as well at the back we just got some play features, as well as obviously the Golden Ninja. Collect them all the ninja there. And some scenes from the show. Obviously all of them are from Tournament of Elements, because I don't believe this ship is featured outside of Tournament of Elements. Also, I guess fun fact, this is actually not called the Boulder Blaster in canon. It's called the Rotojet, which kind of is a bit. I kind of prefer that name, not gonna lie. But yeah, all that said, I guess it's good again. As I've said, it's probably the best coal vehicle you can get that's still on store shelves. If you're living in Ireland, this is on sale at the moment, I believe. Which, I mean, it's not much of a sale. It's gone down from 40 to 35, but hey, a sale's a sale, I guess. But yeah, well, that said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.